Environmental Absorption Study. 1. Consulting with parents. In the process of growth, it is often difficult for a person to find the right direction by their own judgment. Especially before the age of 21, it is essential to consult and decide matters together with one's parents. Parents are the guides and guardians during this stage of life. Teachers or people in society can only play supportive roles, not replace parental guidance. Whenever you plan or face a decision, do not hide it. Consult your parents. That is the first step in preventing future hardship. 2. The meaning of the environment, given by nature. The environment we are given is not a mere background. It is a field of learning gifted by nature. When we use this condition wisely, we can grow without unnecessary suffering. The words, actions, and events around us are all messages sent by nature. Therefore, it is important to accept everything as it is, but not act immediately. Acceptance is absorption, while action should come as the result of mature reflection. When something happens or someone says something, take time, at least 2 or 3 days, sometimes 7 days, or even 3 months and 10 days, to think carefully. Acting without understanding leads to failure. True action must always be based on understanding. 3. Acting based on understanding. When someone makes a request or suggestion, if its meaning is not clearly understood, you must never act. To act with understanding is not mere caution. It is the principle of living with autonomy. Acting without understanding brings loss and conflict. For example, if someone asks to borrow money and the purpose is unclear, you should not lend it. Every decision should rest on rational understanding and clear purpose. 4. Communication with nature. When there is no one to consult, speak to nature. Heaven and earth, the vital energy of the universe, are the divine presence itself, and nature is one with us. Say within yourself, God, I do not yet understand, so I will not act. This is true communication with nature. Prayer is not reliance on someone else. It is the act of declaring one's own determination within nature. Afterward, do not wait idly for results. Continue to act with sincerity. Nature does not help those who only speak. It helps those who respond through practice. 5. The law of effort, the 3.7 principle. Nature operates under the law of 3 and 7, 3.7 principle. This universal law governs effort, achievement, trust, and transformation. At 30% effort, nature begins to observe your sincerity. At 70% effort, nature begins to recognize you and open the path forward. Thus, no change begins before 30%, and true results manifest at 70%. This principle applies equally to relationships, study, work, faith, and social life. Only when one's sincere effort exceeds a certain level does nature's cooperation and harmony begin to appear. 6. The turning point of the era. The age of operation. Humanity has now reached about 70% maturity. Korea, too, has moved beyond the age of growth and entered the age of operation. This is the true meaning behind what some call the end of the world. It is not destruction, but the completion of one era and the beginning of another. Now is not the time to build more, but to manage and harmonize what we have already built: our civilization, systems, relationships, and knowledge. Those who will lead this era are the ones who embody the Hongik Ingon spirit, the ideal of living for the benefit of all. They will correct the contradictions of society, preserve light amid darkness, and open a new path for humanity through understanding and compassion. 7. Conclusion. A heart of harmony and gratitude. The confusion and contradiction of today are not signs of despair, but the results of mismanagement. Instead of blame or resentment, we must restore balance through understanding and gratitude. With teachers, companions, family, and nature by our side, no hardship is insurmountable. Now is the time to stop resenting our environment and learn how to absorb and harmonize with it. That is the true path of environmental absorption study and the proper attitude of a human being who opens the new age of Hongik, the age of harmony and shared enlightenment.